to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Rise, rise, keep on rising,
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Toon Review, where I bring you coverage, watch-along coverage, commentary of the first half of the Sela weekend Cup against Newcastle versus Fiorentina, which is at St James's Park. Kick off at 3:30 in about 14 minutes' time. First things first, though, I want to wish from the channel a very heavenly happy birthday to our former colleague and friend, Dave Harrison. It's his birth. It would have been his birthday today. And I'm sure he'll be looking down on us with a lot of pride in his heart of what this club has achieved and what this channel's achieved, actually. But a fantastic fellow and friend, proud to call him a friend, Dave Harrison, whose birthday it would have been today. So happy birthday to you, David, up there. Also, a few rules. When the commentary does get underway, if you are ahead of me, please don't be shouting out scores. No spoilers are allowed. You will be timed out or banned straight away. Not acceptable. Please don't be asking for links. Also, all I will say is the game isn't being broadcast on UFC TV in the UK. If you've got one of those three-letter things, you might be able to get through on that. But if I'm behind you, please do not comment and shout out goals. It's not acceptable. But if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe to it. And if you like what you see, you will like what you see. I guarantee you that. And also give us a thumbs up. As that helps up the algorithm on YouTube search history and engine to point us out to like-minded football fans. Super chats are also available by clicking the $sign, and memberships, which are paid subscriptions, really entitled to prize draws, members prize draws and things. Click join button. That'll take you to a payment route down below also. So welcome to the show. I will put some team lineups up immediately. Let's have a look, see what we've got. This is the Newcastle lineup, and it's quite a strong one. He's going with Dubravka in goal, Kieran Trippier captain at number 2, and right back. Left back is Matt Targett, a centre-back partnership of Sven Botman, probably playing on the right, Alex Murphy on the left, but we shall see. A midfield 3 of Lewis Miley, Sandro Tonali and Elliot Anderson, and a very strong front 3 of Anthony Gordon on the left, Miguel Almiron on the right, and Alexander Isak through the middle. There's just subs, a very young bench, which tells us we're going to have a strong lineup tomorrow also. So 2 strong lineups this weekend, and that augurs well for the season. The Fiorentina lineup is as follows also. Not sure how many of these people you will know, but I'm aware of 1 or 2 of them. Fellini in goal, Dodo, right back, Baragi, the captain, Arthur, Milenkovic, Duncan. Don't see PJ Milan up anywhere. Gonzalez, Camuzzo, Cabral, Bonaventura, who's a well-known Italian international, and Brecalo also. That's the lineups for you. So that's all that sorted. I'm going to make a banner while I'm here. I didn't do it earlier, but we're going to do it now. I always forget to do these things live on the show, but we will do one now. I'm going to do it quickly. Pity Fiorentina has so many letters in it. There you go. We'll save that. And there's the banner sorted. And we shall get into some comments at the start of the show. Afternoon to you, Dynamics Detailing. I'm not going to shout out the name of the channel that you've said there. Afternoon, Matt, Martin, Ian A. James Legg says, hi, Billy, Paul and Billy. Paul's at the match today, mate. Just me here today. I'm an 80-year-old man from the north of Scotland. I've been a Newcastle supporter for 40 years and I've always listened to you. The best on the net. Thank you very much, James. Very kind of you to say that, sir. And good for you, 80 years of age, to be watching us on YouTube. It's quite good. That is. I like that. Afternoon to Geordie. Anyone wants to watch? Yeah, he's saying the thing that you can watch. Afternoon to Jock Bar, Geordie. Martin Watson says, good afternoon, David's watching down today, RIP. Afternoon to you, Robert Thompson. Can't wait for the new season to start, he says. Trouser Face, that's an interesting username. Hello, the lads, he says. Afternoon to Matthew Thompson. Aston Stevens says, good stuff. I won't see Thuram and Todibo when I'm there tomorrow. Both look class in the first game. Well, I don't know what score the first game was. Anyone know? Anyone indicate what the score was? I've paid no attention to it whatsoever, so I don't know. No asking for what channel is it on. Nothing in, as Simon Farrimond says, there's nothing in the UK. Dodgy channels only. And the reason why, Jock says you won't get anything UK-wise. Thank you, Ava, for that, guys. Indeed, it's their directive. No, for some reason, you can watch them abroad, but not in this country. Afternoon, Spider. Coming to soon. He says 3-0. Trouser Face says, are those strippers on the Fiorentina kit? Well, I don't know about that. Afternoon to you, Carl, the Clone lad. If you're not in the country, NUFC TV are providing coverage of it. So if you're not in the UK, that's the way around it. And if you're out in the UK and you want to watch, you know what you've got to do. Afternoon to Colin C, the Geordie historian, and Marius too. Hope you're well. Hi to I Like Coffee and Renee. Hope you're well. Ian A says those UEFA rules need to be changed. Couldn't see in every country except the UK. FFS. Yeah, it's stop people kind of not going to the games, I guess. It's something to do with that. I don't know. Afternoon to Scott. Afternoon to lots of GYs and FFs, but there you go. Turpy, afternoon to you. The little fella says away the lads. Barry the B, good afternoon to you. Ash, LRY, afternoon to you. Lots of people asking for the channel. I'm not going to say one. Inspector Hector, afternoon to you. Gareth Bascom, afternoon. Tony Honor, Trolls, hi, how are you, my friend? Paul and Alex are at the game. Jordan Maxwell, hello to you. NUFC Ollie, good afternoon to you. He says, oh, Billy Bob. Andre Wilson, good afternoon to you. Turpy says, is the game tomorrow subject to the blackout as well, or is it just Saturday? Possibly could be on tomorrow in the UK. Not sure. We'll have to keep an eye out on the website for that, but I don't think it will. I think it'll be allowed tomorrow for some reason. Orfa, good afternoon to you. Andrew Patterson, Julie J, hello to you. Lots of people here. Stuart Holt, good afternoon to you. Tony Mullen, Jimmy Mayer, Vortex, John Summers, welcome to you all. Andrew Patterson, Vincent N, Adam, Ant Acid, Martin Watson, Frederick Axelson, Roger Cook, afternoon. Julie J's here twice. I think he's got both of her accounts on. Yichit Sitkli is St. Maximan playing. If he is, it'll be in Saudi Arabia somewhere, mate. Not for Newcastle anymore. Here we go. Lots of people. Alexander Hyams. He says, hello from Skinny Slims, Oklahoma City. Maggie's. Afternoon to you. IBRS ELM. Keep saying timestamp. Don't know what that is. The green screen's messing your shirt. It's not, mate. Who is it? I can't see. Yeah, it is a little bit, isn't it? Let's have a little bit of a tamper with that. Do I have to go that way? That's better, isn't it? Yes. Yes, there you go. There you go. IBRS ELM says, tell us the time every 10 minutes since you don't have a timestamp. I will do. Yeah, Paul hasn't given me the new thing yet, but I'll shout it out as often as I can. Graham Buckley said, hi, mate, I thought you were leaving. No, that didn't happen. Lots of people asking for the channels. Can't shout them. Officers would prefer both Pope and Carriers as goalkeepers. Well, one of them two is going to play tomorrow. Keith Oliver says Bonaventura is a quality player, got to get on his toes to stop him playing. Yes, I agree. Shorter J, Asputin starting on for day for Swansea. Be interesting to see how he gets on and how much game time he gets. Well, he's only gone there 2 days ago, hasn't he? And he's starting already. So that's kind of sounds good. Ackman Toon for Life says, you heard no stupid articles online saying Isaac might be axed. Where do they get these stupid things from? Also, why make blatant lies? Lord knows. IBRS, yes, and for that, for twice with capitals, I'm putting you in timeout. But you will get a timestamp. Don't worry about that. Hello, Brian. Hope you're well, mate. How long have we got? 4 minutes. Let's see what we've got here then. Afternoon to Predator. John Mitchinson. I noticed no transfer show yesterday. There was a show, but unfortunately, there was a bit of lots of gremlins in the internet and YouTube. My internet was just horrendous, but apparently it wasn't my internet because I went on PD's later and it was all right. Paul got stuck in a cycle where he kept saying, "It's sad in a way." Kept saying "sad in a way, sad in a way." So the show was cancelled and deleted because it was just a waste of time. Yeah, lots of people saying where the channel is, where the thing is. KB's here from Belfast. Hope you're well. Craig Wright says, back to early morning starts was pauses. Yeah, you've had it good for a few weeks, though. Nathan, hi, buddy. Hope you're well, mate. Thank you for covering the match. Looking fantastic. Cheers, buddy. Gav the Mag, afternoon to you. Simon, mate, he says 2-1 to the Toon. And up there, he wants hi, Billy, and all chatters and mods. Looking forward to commentary. Myself and daughter there tomorrow. You'll see the lads there tomorrow. They're both there. I think Danielle will also be there tomorrow. Or is she there today? Because it's a women's match, isn't it? And Malcolm back. So good morning to you down in New Zealand, of course. William Way, afternoon to you. Samsonite Dove, afternoon to you. Mary, afternoon to you. Afternoon, oh, it's going to be a big game. Can I get a shout out for my little lioness, Kayla? It's her birthday today from her big mum, lioness. Happy birthday, Kayla. Have a great day. Is that tomorrow? Today. Happy birthday today. Have a great day. Hopefully Newcastle can win and make your mum in a good mood. Fast clean, carpet cleaning, Houghton. Let's bring Durham says, good afternoon, Billy. 4-0 Newcastle. Bud Butler, it says, and I hope everyone well. Good afternoon to you. Andreas, afternoon to you. Secret Carper, this is the only channel I need. Keep up the great work. Cheers, buddy. Pink Delicious, afternoon to you. Dean C, to you too. Scott Robson, afternoon. Aldous Foster, and all the people. Porter Street, Henderson, hope you're well. John Rowlands, hope you're well. The Gaming Biker, hope you're well too. Sam Hallimond, Andrew Bell, afternoon to you. You want the team up again? We'll do that quickly because kickoff's going to be in 2 minutes. This is the lineup. This is the Newcastle line. I won't put the Fiorentina on again, but this is the Newcastle one. Dubravka, Trippier, Botman, Alex Murphy, Target, Miley Tonali, Anderson, Almiron, Cornizak. Lots of kids on the bench alongside Michael Espy. But it's really small. I can't see. But the ball's there. Turner Cook's there. Parkinson, MacArthur, Jamie Miley, Savage, Indowini. Them kind of players, young players. There we go. We're going to be kicking off in any minute now. Let's go. Any minute now, kickoff will be. The teams are out the pitch, and it looks fairly full to me. You can't, the stadium does. Arthur Mello, of course, was he at Liverpool last season? I think he was on loan, wasn't he? Not many spaces in the crowd, from what I can see. And the cameras are kind of at the back of the Gallagher here, but I can't see many spots. Behind the bench, there's a few. But they're just showing the lineups. Vincenzo Italiano is the Fiorentina coach. Great name, isn't it? Vincenzo Italiano. Teams are out the pitch. Newcastle are with the black and white stripes at the moment in a huddle. All listen to Kieran Trippier. Be interesting to see how Botman and Murphy get on together. Both left-footed centre-backs, of course. Spotlight at the moment is on Lewis Miley, who's been fantastic in pre-season. And Brekalope, and they've not got names in the back of their shirts, which ain't going to be easy. So there won't be many Fiorentina names being mentioned. I can tell you that. I know Dodo's the right back, but only because he's got a funny name. So the referee, Michael Oliver, referee in his hometown club. One of the only times we get to see him referee Newcastle United, because of course we're off and running. Fiorentina kicking towards the Gallagate first half, and it's back with their centre back Milenkovic, I think it is. Walter Dodo has been pressured by Anthony Gordon straight away. Goes all the way back to the keeper, who's long balled it down the middle of the park, up in the air goes. Is that Botman? I think Botman's playing on the left hand side in his usual position. And I've just had a strange time out there. But we're back in the game again. Botman has it. He is playing the left-hand side to Alex Murphy with a long-sleeve black shirt underneath his short-sleeve Newcastle shirt into Trippier. Back then to Tonali. Little 1-2 with Trippier. Well played this Newcastle. Great play from Tonali and Miguel on there. Tonali still has the ball. Duncan's pressurising him. And he played it down the bottom here for Matt Target. Brilliant play from Tonali, that. Wide then to Gordon. Already marked by Dodo straight away. Back to Target it goes. And then back to Sven Botman. Swept it all the way to the other side of the pitch to Miguel Almon. He's running at his fullback. Would he come back to Trippier, who didn't support behind him? He does indeed. Here's Trippier. First time ball in behind Miggy, who'd been taken out by the left back. He's holding his cheek. The left back goes to pick him up, and it's a free kick to Newcastle. Hardened left back there, Italian. I think it's Berengi. Can't think of what his name is, but he's the captain. But he's took Miggy out with his shoulder there as Miggy ran past him. He wasn't any of that. Didn't have the legs to match him. And it's a free kick to Newcastle United. Wide on that right touch line. 1 minute 41 on the clock. And it's a free kick. Trippier's gone out there to take it. Going to swing it in with his right foot and outswinger. In it goes now. It's woefully under hit. Cleared from the first man at the near post. Trippier does win it back. But unfortunately, the ricochet goes to a Fiorentina. Presses on. There was a free kick there, and Michael Oliver blows up and gives Fiorentina the free kick. Fouled by Miggy. Duncan has it now. Quickly taking a free kick from Fiorentina. And Milenkovic has it in the centre defence. So Fiorentina coming forward slowly. Plays it square to the number 4, whoever he may be. And back to the keeper. Soren Fenrich, or whatever his name is. Soren Fino. Can't think what his name is. But floaty ball out to the right side there to Dodo. Back to the centre half. And Fiorentina come away with Duncan in the centre of midfield there, playing in the number 6 double pivot role there with his partner there, Arthur Mello, and not press on the Fiorentina centre halves there, and they come forward onto the right side where Dodo picks it up, plays it back then, and into the number 4 in the CDM. 2 men on him. Isaac then pressurises centre back, just gets away. Duncan with a little flick through the middle, but that's good strength there from the striker. And Tonali's covering, plays it all the way back to Martin Dubravka, who squares it out for Matt Target. Statically, Target takes it standing up, standing still, and can study his options. Plays it back to Sven Botman, who is pressured. He plays it out to Alex Murphy. Back to Dubravka. He doesn't like this ball there, but he gets it away. Isaac has it now deep in his own half. Plays it inside for Miley, then Tonali, and now Botman's got a bit of space to move into. Doesn't use it, will play it out to Target instead. Gordon comes short for him and receives it on the halfway line. Now Gordon's going. He cuts inside, number 4. Little ball for the middle to Isaac. Great touch from Isaac, gets him away. Miley, square into Tonali. There's Miley again. What a fantastic pass that is, out wide to Trippier. Trippier's got space to run into it. Miggy outside and receives it. Miggy going into the defence, plays it wide for Trippier. Trippier's cross is cut out by the defenders right in front of him. Miggy wins it back in the penalty area though. Miggy's going at 2 defenders. Will come back to Trippier, I think. Now he goes inside. Tonali, little back flip. Great bit of skill from Tonali. Can't get across in. Just get across in, but it's headed away from the Fiorentina centre back. A little bit of a shove there from Lewis Miley. And Fiorentina can clear it, and they do so. Long and high. And it's to a Fiorentina player, actually. Good pressure from Target. There's a foul there. It's Alex Murphy. Is it Alex Murphy? No, it's Target. It's a foul to Fiorentina. The right wing was fouled by Matt Target on the halfway line. And it's a very open game so far. 4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Still haven't got the banner up. Let's put that up now. Let's get rid of that comment also. We'll put the banner up. And we'll go back into the game with Fiorentina. Deep in their own half, plays it wide to Dodo. That's cut out from Miggy. Good defender from Miggy. Plays it back to Trippier. Inside there for Tonali. And little 1-2 with Miggy. They're working nicely together, them two. Miggy has lost out this time, though, but they do win it back. Miggy cuts inside one, ball inside for Isak. Isak's got, well, his comeback was to maintain possession, does really well. Plays to Botman. Botman plays the ball through to Ali Anderson. Anderson goes wide to Gordon. Gordon going against the defender here. 1-on-1. Lots of coverage coming back. Gordon inside. And Anderson's got a chance to shoot and puts it in Felice's end. First shot in anger there for Newcastle United. Elliot Anderson on his right foot. Skewered off the outside of it. Wide it went. But a good build up that from Newcastle. Red numbers on the black and white shirts this year again. Slightly different lettering to last season, I can see. But good build up there from Newcastle. Ended up with a shot from Elliott, which just went wide. And not very handsome either. Five and a half minutes on the clock. Still no goals in this game between Newcastle and Fiorentina. The keeper is about to clear it long. The goal kick. And down the pitch it goes. Duncan gets a flick onto it. Coverage there from Trippier back to Dubravka. Can go either way to fullback scenes. And he goes for the middle where Lewis Miley picks it up and plays it square to Matt Target. Well played that Lewis Miley. Down the line to Gordon. 2 against him. Comes inside. Plays it back to Sven Botman. Botman through the middle effort to Tonali. Tonali's got time. Back he goes to Botman. Forward there to Isak, who's come deep. Good ball from Isak. Wide to Almiron. Almiron up against the defender. Good ball inside. Great winning from Isak to get inside. Can he get inside the defender? He goes on the outside. Shoots. Almiron. Isak, sorry. And good save at the near post from the keeper. Miggy picks up on the touchline from the save. Good save that. Good build up again from Newcastle. And Isak looking much more lively than he did last week. Almiron. Little flick inside. Is that cut out? It is. It's cut out from the Fiorentina defender. And down the line he goes, but it's cut out from Alex Murphy. Little lob over the back there, where Sven Botman is right at the back. Isak looked sharp. Was through. Got a fierce shot into the near post. The keeper was down well, though, covering his near post and stopped it. But good stuff from Newcastle. Anderson has it currently. Back he goes to Target. Ball inside there to Miley. And Target. Anderson again. Miley's been pressurised here and loses the ball. Fiorentina, well, they've lost it now. Target wins it back. Now Anderson into Isak. Doesn't get there first and Duncan picks it up. Little slide in from Botman, gets a little touch to it. Trippier does brilliantly to get a tackle in there, but it's into the Fiorentina half. And it's picked up by the Fiorentina defence and into the number 4, who has it in the centre circle virtually. 7:24 on the clock. Still no goals. Milenkovic has it in the centre defence for Fiorentina. Wide he comes here for Dodo. Dodo shimmies against Gordon. Sends him one way and goes the other, but can only go backwards in the end. Milenkovic to Berengi. A bit of pressure on him. He's just aimed it down the middle. Target almost got in a foot race with the number 7, but it was overhit and Dubravka picked it up. Played a pass out to Murphy. And it weren't the greatest pass in the world. Can Murphy get there? He does get there. Out to Trippier he goes. Murphy goes to return down the line. Does really well, Murphy. He's keeping going on the wrong flank, but he's tackled and he's got to get back in position now. And Fiorentina have it just in their own half. End-to-end stuff at the minute. It's a good game, this. No goals. Typical pre-season fare. Fiorentina with Milenkovic, the international Croatian, I believe he is. Dodo cuts inside Gordon. Goes backwards. Milenkovic all the way back then to the keeper. Rolls it into the number 4. Keep ball here. The pressure is on here. Gordon will get there quickly. Doesn't quite get there. And the keeper cleared it just before Anthony Gordon can get there. Target's beaten by the flight. And Fiorentina, well, good coverage there from Elliot Anderson. Brilliant from him to stop the attack. Tonali. What a fantastic pass that is. Anderson, can he keep it? And he can. Back he goes. It's a poor ball from Anderson. He's had no chance of that. It's cut out, and Fiorentina can hit us on the counter here. Good energy from Tonali to get from one side of the pitch to the other. Cross comes in. Oof, good foot there from Murphy. Taken down by Miley on the edge of the area, and he squared it to Elliot Anderson. And Newcastle can come on the attack now. Isak picks up in his own half. He's very deep at the minute. Back to Anderson he goes. Ball inside then to Lewis Miley. No, it's Miggy actually come to this side of the pitch. Here he is. It's Miggy. He's come all the way to the left-hand side. Down the line to Isak. Little back flick from him to Miggy. Can't keep it in. Or can he? No, he can't. Oh, excuse me. Enterprising stuff there, but Lewis Miley's at the heart of lots of it. Looks about 14 against the unshaven Latino opponent and it stood next to him. 9:48 on the clock, throwing to Fiorentina. And of course, I can remember the name Dodo. He's cleared it down the pitch. It's a race here between Botman and the number 9, Brecalo, I believe it is. And Fiorentina do have a throw, which has gone all the way back to the number 4, Arthur Mello. Now Milenkovic. And all the way back to the keeper. Yeah, there are a few empty seats, but not many. I mean, the Gallagher looks fairly full. Long ball from the keeper down the middle. Target should win it in the air, but he's beaten in the air actually by the number 7. Botman gets it away, but then the greatest clearance in the world. Only falls to Dodo. The number 10 has it now. Bonaventura. Great bit of skill from the number 7. Go past Gordon with ease. Charlie comes out to meet Dodo. Great anticipation from Miggy to come out and cut that out. And a good ball too. Has he overhit that? He has. He well overhit it. Should have had Gordon in there. But Milenkovic gets there and plays all the way back to the keeper. In the left-hand side of his area. Right-hand side of his area, isn't it? And there he is again. A little triangle between Mello, Milenkovic. Back it's gone to the keeper, who's wearing all orange. The Fiorentina keeper. 11:19 on the clock. Dodo's picked it up. Actually, hasn't picked it up. Miscontrolled it out for a throw-in. Got a bit of a Bruno look about him. He's got a Bruno haircut. Bleach blonde on top, dark round the sides. Dodo. Of course, Fiorentina were beaten by West Ham in the Conference Cup final last year. Since then, they've lost the players. No Amrabat today. Anyway, Tonali has it. Driver from midfield. Tonali's got Almon out wide. Will he time it? He's going for the middle. Oh, he went the wrong way. He went to Almon. Well, he could have played it. He's up through there, Tonali, but still, we still maintain possession. Trippier has it. Down the line for Tonali. He turns back to Trippier. Trippier has to turn back also and goes all the way back to Murphy. Murphy floats one to Matt Target. Matt Target takes it on his chest, or does he? Just about. Keeps it in. Gives it to Gordon. Down the line. Good run in front of him for Anderson. Gordon keeps going all the way across pitch. Gordon's gone for distance. Just wide of the post. It was a good 30 yards out there, Gordon. Grass cutter straight across the ground. Went maybe a foot or two wide of the keeper's right-hand post. But good move from Anthony Gordon to cut inside and have a dig. Wasn't scared to. And it didn't miss by very much at all. Good effort. Still 0-0 though at St James's Park. And we have 12 minutes and 40 on the clock. Fiorentina are building from deep. Newcastle almost cut that out. 13.5 nearly on the clock now. Duncan shields it well, gets a free kick. Was taken out by Lewis Miley. And it's a free kick to Fiorentina deep in their own half, which they've already taken. And it's with Arthur Mello. Back to Duncan he goes. And square then to Milenkovic and down the line here for Dodo. Dodo on the right-hand side for Fiorentina. Down the line he goes. Across it goes to the other centre-half, Baraghi. Can't think what his name is, but he's the captain. And now Arthur Mello again. Floated ball through the middle, looking for the run of the number 7. He's got there, 2 in behind Target. Should have scored, but he's lobbed over the top. Fantastic pass from Mello to get him in behind Target. Target was found wanting for pace there. Superb pass. The number 7 was clean through, 1-on-1 with the keeper. on the right-hand side of the area. One-on-one, got to the corner quadrant almost, tried to put it in the far corner at the top, but over the bar it went into the Gala gate. But fantastic pass for Mello, I've got to say. Was a brilliant ball. And Target looks a bit 1-0 for pace. The number 7 has it again now. Anderson almost takes the ball off Bonaventura, but doesn't do so. He gives it to Mello, and all the way back to defence it goes. Baragi, then down here for Milenkovic, and halfway line for Fiorentina have it. He comes wide for Dodo. Plenty of space, and Gordon comes to square him up, but it goes back again to Mello. Anderson's in his face, and he goes back to Berengi, who got Isak in front of a bit of a pressure coming from Newcastle. Duncan has it, goes all the way back to the keeper. The keeper has it in the D of the penalty area. Nobody approaching him, and he considered the situation before playing his pass. Gordon goes towards him now with a token gesture, and long ball towards Trippier. Trippier nods it all the way back, calm as you like, to Martin Dubravka, who gets it under control eventually after bounce off his knee and just gives it to Sven Botman in front. Alex Murphy now. Murphy to the Botman. Bit of pressure from Fiorentino, trying to play through it. Tonali has it. Tonali plays it in for Anderson, who gets there first as well there. Now Isak is really deep, Isak. Don't understand this tactic. And now it's with Trippier, motoring down the right flank. Give it to Almon, who cuts inside, taken out straight away from the fullback, whoever that is over there. They've played the advantage, I think. They've played the advantage. And now, because again, Miggy's still down on the floor. So there's been no advantage here, and we don't get an advantage in the end. Fiorentina to kick it out, but bad foul that. Michael Oliver pointed as if he gave a free kick, and they played on, and then he played on. It was strange. Miggy got a hoof to the knee. The young subs warming up. 16 minutes on the clock. We'll have a stoppage in play here. Let's have a look at this foul. It's the number 8 who gets him. Oh, damn, he goes straight through him, straight on his knee. Would be yellow card. He don't look very old either, that number 8 for Fiorentina. But Miggy's down injured, having a bit of treatment. Hopefully, we'll be able to carry on. Just an impact injury. At the minute, we're seeing Eddie Howe and Jason Tyndall looking at the iPads and trying to work things out. Miggy's still down. Back to the knee, that. We'll start with the throw to Newcastle United when we do get started. He's getting treatment, talking to him. Hope he's okay to continue. But they won't want to take a chance with him either because, of course, the season starts very soon. So Tonali talking to the captain, Berengi. Miggy's on his feet, walking off gingerly, and Tonali will play a throw into Newcastle. It's going to go back to the keeper shortly. There you go, back to the keeper it goes, and we can start play again. 17 and a half minutes in. Miggy's jogging all right now, so hopefully he'll be okay. And Fiorentina starting deep with Arthur Mello, who started that, was the catalyst to that move that led to the best chance in the match. Great pass he played, but anyway, they want to attack again on the left-hand side this time. Cross comes in looking for, well, it's Bonaventura, I think. No, it's not. It's the striker, whose name I can't remember. Brecalo, isn't it? Brecalo. Got winning in the air, but his header was awful, straight into the Gala gate, and 18 minutes on the clock, still no goals. In swinging cross it was. Brecalo got there before Murphy could get there over and wide. Not the greatest header in the world by Brecalo. And it'll be a free kick to a goal kick, to Newcastle. And Vincenzo Italiano, we're quite pleased, I imagine, with the start his team's made. Newcastle playing with the ball in their own area. Back it's gone to Murphy. And they've made a bit of a pig's ear with that Newcastle. And that's gone for throw-in. Miley give the ball away into touch. Had no real choice, really. Trying to play football with men at the back. It was a bit scary. I hope that gets ironed out before the season starts because teams in the Premiership pressing will take advantage of that. But luckily for us, Miley was able to get the ball into touch. Target touch tight to the attacker in front of him. Did he give a free kick or was it a throw into Fiorentina? I think it might be a throw in, which Dodo will take. But he goes to Mello. the way back to the keeper, it's gone. Isaac put a bit of pressure on. Wide, it's gone now to the left back, and down the line he goes. All the way back to the keeper again. And Fiorentina playing keep ball in a minute. Dodo has it. Being pressured by Anderson. Beats him with a bit of skill. Plays a little ball inside for Mello. Mello's passes over, hits first time. Dubravka's out 20 yards from the penalty area to get the ball. Murphy has it. Murphy goes back to Botman. Tonali picks it up deep, plays it square to Target. Target. Then inside, then to Anderson. Back to Target. Newcastle not going anywhere fast here. Tonali, one touch back to Botman. Then to Murphy, who's going to get some pressure. But he plays it out to Trippier. Inside for Tonali, who's everywhere at the minute. Newcastle aren't going anywhere. Murphy with a little turn. We've really been closed in here. Boxed in really well by Fiorentina. And in the end, we make a mistake, and it's the thrown to Fiorentina. Tonali's mistake. Thrown's already been taken. Duncan. Pressure from Gordon. Nearly wins the ball. Targets you wins in the air. Doesn't again. That's twice in the air he's lost the ball. Gordon gets a foot in, but it still falls for Mello. And again, Fiorentina, when you attack the number 7, he's very dangerous, but well taken out there by Gordon, who's come inside. Isaac needs a runner. Gets one. It's Trippier who's the winning runner this time. Ball inside the back. Looking for Almiron. The 5's gone out to watch him. Milenkovic. Inside it comes to Isaac. Isaac, well, just turned and passed it to nobody. Duncan cuts it out. Back again, he goes to the keeper. Isaac to put a bit of pressure on, trying to win the ball that he lost. Keeper plays it out for Dodo. Pressure from Gordon. Gordon's going to win this. That's not a foul. He's giving it. Oliver's given a foul. And it's a free kick to Fiorentina. Not the decision I'd have given. 21-14 on the clock. Still no goals, guys. Well, he's just fallen over there. Gordon's pressurised him. Inside he's come, and he's just fallen over, and the refs give a free kick. Fiorentina have started. It's Mello out to Dodo. He looks very busy, Mello. This is the fellow that Liverpool took on loan last year and wouldn't play him. Well played from Miley to win the ball back. Here's Tonali. Miley back to Target. There's Anderson, and wide it goes to Trippier. Good running off the ball from Anderson there. Picks up again. Plays Almiron this time. Now Anderson. Back to Murphy. Murphy plays it inside for Miley, and back he goes to Botman. Botman plays it for Target. We're going backwards here, guys. All the way back to Dubravka it goes. Fiorentina are putting pressure on Murphy in their own area again. They've boxed in here a couple of times. Trippier down the line to Almiron. One touch pass from Almiron to Tonali, who's going to lose that. He has lost it again. Duncan in our area. Wide it goes to the right hand side as we look. Ball comes in. Murphy's got to make that. He does. Sorry, that was Botman. Duncan again. He's high up the pitch this time. Goes past one player, but Trippier tackles him out for throwing to Fiorentina. 11 with the penalty area. First half has gone. It's 22-43 on the clock. Still no goals. Long throw, looking for the header, a Fiorentina head. Duncan loses out to, and Trippier gives the ball away. Terrible from Trippier. Bit of a head tennis in the box here. Gordon wins it though. Does really well. Gordon's trying to run it. Isaac's got in his way. He's got Almiron out wide. Can he get Almiron? Almiron's in here, approaching the area from the right hand side of it. Cuts inside, going to go with his left foot. Blocked. Well defended. And Fiorentina can clean it up now as well. Counter-attack that was from Newcastle. We're going to win the ball back here. It's with Target. Now it's with Miley. And the pressure is coming from... They're going to win this ball back here, Fiorentina. No, they're not. In the end, Newcastle do get away with it. Anderson has it. Inside, that's a terrible pass from Target. Terrible pass, and Fiorentina can break, and they do break. Looking down the place where Target was, will he keep it in? He won't. Slightly overhit. I'm not very happy with Matt Target so far, I've got to say. Been caught out a couple of times, been out of position a couple of times, given the ball away a couple of times. Not been good. It's not been good for Newcastle first half, to be fair. At all, really. Couple of chances created, though. Tonali has it in a minute. Deep. Plays it wide to Almiron. In our own half. Back to Tonali. Back to Botman. He goes square to Murphy. Murphy goes back to Dubravka. And ball chips to Isak. Great first touch from Isak. Turns as he takes it. Great ball for the middle too. And it's who's just running through the middle here? Is it Anderson? It is Anderson. Well defended by Dodo. Anderson plays it across. Gordon. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, it didn't fall for Isak in front of an empty net. Good Lord. That should be 1-0, but it isn't. Still going though. Isak in the penalty area. He's going to lose out here. Wins it back though from Arthur Mello. Little ball inside for Tonali. Great move from Newcastle. Should have been a goal. Tonali's crosses straight to the arm of the keeper. Gordon hits the post. The ricochet was unlucky for us. Didn't fall for Isak, who was in front of an empty net. Well played from Anderson. Didn't shoot. Just played for Gordon. Took it on his right foot. Inside of the post. Could have bounded into the net. Didn't come out. Isak was in front of the goal, but it didn't fall for him. It fell maybe a yard to the right of him. Otherwise, he'd have tapped it into an empty net. 25 and 22 on the clock. Still no goals, but we were very, very close to opening our account there. Really close. Great move. And Eddie Anderson did really well. Gordon's shot, maybe should have done better. Hit the post. And then it just didn't fall for us. But best bit of football from Newcastle so far. Don't forget, guys, if you do like what you're seeing, please give that thumbs up to us. And if you are new and are enjoying what you're hearing and seeing, hit the subscribe button, fellas and lasses. It really does help. On our way to 23,000 at the moment, which is a phenomenal amount of subscribers. But we do it all for you. Join the Toon Review community. It's a great place to be. Lots of fun and friends in the chat. At the minute, the ball is deep in our half with Alex Murphy. You're going to play to Dubravka. Dubravka, who always scares me in this position. He comes forward to Target. Target's down here for Gordon. He's picking it up deep. Little one touch there. Great little 1-2 Gordon there. Gordon Anderson. And Gordon's off. They're not going to catch Gordon down this left flank. Coming towards goal. Can he go past? Oh, he didn't know where to go there, Gordon. He kind of was stuck in between the devil and the deep blue sea. The defender took advantage of it and took the ball off him. Good defending that from Milenkovic. But great play from Anderson and Gordon to get away in the first place. We were tied in our own half by our own box. But it 1-2, set Gordon free. And as he got towards the area, you can see the confidence drain. Great tackle from Anderson, took it off Duncan. Isak has it now. Plays it wide for Trippier, who's come up to join the attack very quickly. Now Isak again. 10 yards outside the penalty area. Back goes to Miley. Miley, it's all a bit boxed in at the minute. Target's given him a bit of an option. Back in for Miley. Forward for Anderson and Miley again. He goes square this time to Alex Murphy in the Fiorentina half. That's a terrible ball back from Arm the One. Terrible. Really bad. And Fiorentina win the ball back. But that's terrible too. Great anticipation from Trippier, but anticipation was brilliant there from Duncan. Cut the Trippier pass out with ease. And now Fiorentina can come on the counter. Bonaventura plays it all the way back. It's all a bit disjointed at the minute from both sides. Keeper has it under his foot. He's hit it long. Target picks it up, plays it for Anderson. Anderson with a bit of skill there and a bit of pace to get away, strength also to get away from the defender. Plays it square to Gordon. Gordon inside for Isak. Isak's got space to run into here. If only the turn, he'd have seen a route to goal there, but he played the pass instead for Gordon, who couldn't get it under control, and it's gone out for goal kick. It was like the Red Sea part in front of him, but Isak didn't see it. He was looking the other way, unfortunately. Gordon ran into the space, but the pass didn't reach his destination. And Fiorentina can come from deep now with Mello. Got Miley at his back. Good defender from Anderson. Throws taken. Brekalo does really well, but Tonali's strong, really strong, and gets a free kick also. Wanted to play the advantage. Quick taken free kick too. Anderson. Gone in between two defenders here. Cutting inside one. Goes on the outside. Cuts inside again. He's got the ball under his feet. Back to Gordon. Oh, Gordon's... Well, it's a good tackle, but... Milenkovic is shouting at his defence here. Good signs here for Newcastle United at the moment. Really good signs. 29 on the clock. Fiorentina have got his thrown somehow. Not sure how, but there you go. Long throw from Dodo, headed away from target. Bit of spectating going on. Isak with a little flick, didn't quite fall for Anderson. Miley's very high at the pitch. Miley with the ball. Oh, nearly put it through for Tonali, but a great interception from the big Croatian centre half, Milenkovic. I think he's Croatian. Pressure is coming on here from Almiron. Big pressure, and the keeper has to kick it hurriedly away. And Fiorentina on attack the number 10, Bonaventura, to Duncan. Wide it goes to the far side on their left flank. Approaching our penalty area. Isak's back there defending somehow. I don't know why. Looks like he's offside there. Didn't give it over. Kick from the 7. Bit of a missed kick. Weren't great. Went wide. In behind Trippier. The arms went up. Isak was very deep defending there. It's not very regimented, this Newcastle United structure, the formation. Isak's there again very deep. What is he coming so deep for? Almon's got it on the corner of our own penalty area. Wide to Isak in the right back position. Isak down the line loses it, and Fiorentina are dangerous here. It's with a Melo, plays it wide. Here's Melo again. Square to Dodo. Yeah, I'm not entirely happy with what's going on here because Isak just dropped deep for no reason whatsoever. I'd give the ball away. Now he's ambling up the pitch to get into his normal position after losing the ball. But anyway, Fiorentina still have it from that error from Isak. Arthur Melo has it. Then Bonaventura. Melo's pressurised from Tonali. Goes round him really well, actually, Melo. Wide it goes to Duncan. And then back it goes to the defenders. All the way back to the keeper. Maintaining possession. Just over half an hour gone on the clock. Still no goals. We have it at the post. And if luck would have gone our way, it would have fell to an empty, to Isak in front of an empty net, but it didn't. And that's why we still have our goalless scoreline. Winning the air from target. Anderson first time didn't quite reach his target, which was Lewis Miley. And we've got a free kick here. There's a player down injured. It's a Fiorentina player. And it's the number 7, whoever he may be. Rubbing the back of his calf. I don't know if Target's stuck with him. Target's picking him up anyway. And I think it's going to be a free kick to Fiorentina. Lots of players, and managers and coaches in the technical area, incidentally. Which I assume will be strengthened next week when the league starts. I know the game has started again. It's with Melo, who's controlling the game from the 6th position, double pivot for Fiorentina. Floated pass there to the left back of Fiorentina. Ball's awful. Tonali cuts out. His ball's awful. That's cut out by Melo. Now Bonaventura goes all the way back. Looks like Fiorentina have swapped their alternate pivot to Melo. It looks like it's Bonaventura now, and Duncan's gone further forward. Not that that means anything to anyone, but Fiorentina still have the ball in their defensive 4. Back to the keeper, it's gone. Long ball down the middle, looking for the run of that number 7 again. This time, Tiger gets goal side of him eventually. Clearance is poor, straight to Duncan. Duncan's got a bit of space to have a shot. Well blocked by Botman. Up in the air, win by Tonali. Gordon's pressurising the ball back. It's going back to Duncan, who's now dropped back into that 6th position. Next, that goes to Melo. And he plays it wide for Berengi and then to Milenkovic in the centre defence. Although just approaching the halfway line for Fiorentina. Good little spell this for the Italians. Just playing keep ball on the halfway line between Melo and the 2 centre halves. Currently with Melo. No real pressure on him. Goes all the way back to Milenkovic. 34 on the clock. Mello beats the press of Isaac. Again, they're still on the halfway line. Bonaventura, wide it goes. Little floaty ball over the top, which is cut out by Botman. Now Anderson's fouled, wins a free kick, fouled by Duncan. Good strength there from Melly Anderson to hold off the Ghanaians' challenge. Tonali has it now. Back to Botman. Miley has it to target. Back to Botman, who's in the centre of the penalty area. Ball forward. No flicks there. We do lose the ball there. Almiron loses it. Yet again, I've got to say, that's not the first time he's done that. And Fiorentina destined now for another 20 minutes of possession because we can't seem to get the ball off them unless we press. And if we don't press, they maintain possession really well. Little 1-2 between the left back and the left winger, but cut out by Murphy, who's well anticipating there. Ball wasn't great though, and they get the ball back for Fiorentina. Tonali in the back of that left winger. Now Duncan, square to Mello. Halfway inside the Newcastle United half. Bonaventura. Mello. Couple of little pivots. Pirouette, wide it goes. A Scott Parker pirouette, wide it goes. And he gets it back from that right winger. Left winger, I should say. Back to Duncan on the edge of the centre circle and all the way back to the defender. Berengi. Now Duncan again. No press from Newcastle United again. They're played in behind and Almiron there, and Tripper's going to have to go out and sort this out. But back they come again. They're trying to suck us in to hit us with a punch through the middle, aren't they? This is what they're trying to do here. All the way back again it goes. And as I said before, when they don't want to lose the ball, and there's no press, they just keep hold of it. 36 on the clock. All the way back to the keeper. Gordon puts a bit of pressure on. Keeper's ball. Murphy's beaten to it, flicked on. Little ricochet off Anderson, falls for Dodo. Plays it back. Mello. Square he goes. To Bonaventura. Then Berengi. Then wide it goes on that far side. To a nippy little left winger who I don't know who he is. I'm sorry to say, folks. I do apologise. But he's cut all the way inside. Comes down to the right-hand side to number 2, Dodo, who I do know he is, but only because he's got a silly name. Now Milenkovic, who's very advanced. Back to Mello, who's behind him, in fact. Newcastle set up in 2 banks of 4 with Isaac in front at the minute and Anderson on the other side of him. Looking in behind there, good anticipation. Botman comes in, sticks his foot out, puts it into touch, calm defending. Knowledgeable defending from Botman. Just could read it all from miles away and clears that way for a throw-in. Fiorentina, once again, back it goes. Mello. Dodo on the right flank. Cuts inside Anderson. But it stepped in from Botman, who anticipated fantastically. Now it's Isaac 1 against 3. Isaac 1 against 3. He's going against 2. 2 have come towards him. Little flash. Great play. Almiron! 1-0 Newcastle. And it's all made from Alexander Isaac. Outstanding goal. Outstanding goal, that. Really outstanding goal from Miggy Almiron into the different corner than what he usually scores. But Botman's anticipation to cut out the attack was superb. Isaac's play to approach was superb. And it was a great goal. An absolutely fantastic goal from Newcastle. Botman, Isaac, Almiron. Botman and Isaac with massive credits. Great finish from Miggy. Great sharpness to come through the middle of the park. Whack it into the far corner with his left foot. The Fiorentina players want a free kick. Never a free kick in them on Sundays. But Isaac drew 3 men towards him. Little nip off to Almiron. And left-footed across the goalkeeper into the far corner of the net. The right-hand side of goal. Great goal, 1-0 Newcastle. Brilliant for me, Isaac. I've got to say. So we've got 39 on the clock. And it's 1-0 to Newcastle United. Miggy Almiron. Great goal. Isak was superb there. Absolutely superb. As we just won the ball now, Botman, who anticipated cutting out of the ball to set us into attack, he was very high up the pitch as well to do it. He's cutting on the ball in the David's own penalty area. Why he comes to a target, he wants that ball down the line to Gordon, who's come short for him. Gordon's first touch ain't great, and he loses it. Heavy touch there from Gordon. Dodo plays it inside to the number 10 Bonaventura. Wide to Duncan. Duncan's going to have a go from distance, and he hits it straight into the centre of the Gallagate end. Leading back, high wide, and not very handsome. So Newcastle 1, Florence 0. Zebedee will be gutted, as will Dougal and Bryan. Ball is currently with Isak, and he's lost the ball. I thought he was fouled there, but Michael Oliver didn't see anything wrong with it. Deep in our half two, where we lost it, he come very deep to retrieve it and lost it on the control. But they've gone backwards, Fiorentina. Almiron currently is our furthest player forward, playing in a central role. Miley wins the ball superbly and plays it to Trippier. Trippier, little floaty ball. That's a great run. Oh, first touch there into the path of Almiron. He does well, but his first touch ain't great. And Fiorentina play past Gordon and Anderson with ease. Anderson didn't look as fit today. Gordon, brilliant to come back and get a little foot in to put it out for throwing. Good energy there from Anthony Gordon. And he would please Bristol City are leading. 41 on the clock, 1-0. Fiorentina's best player, number 7, has played it all back to the keeper. Through the middle, first touch, trying to clear it away. It has fallen to the number 9. Not great from Botman there. It's left to Murphy to defend against 2. Bonaventura has it. In the end, it's a terrible clearance and saved by Dubravka. Stranger's midriff. Should have been 1 each. Poor defending from Botman. Poor defending from Trippier also there. Led to a really good chance for Fiorentina. That number 7 scored us all sorts of problems. Bonaventura also, ball across. Botman's clearance was awful. Foul to the number 7 again. He's not got his shooting boots on today, but he's been a real pain in our backsides this first half. Could have scored 3. But the Jets are opening his account, and it's still 1-0 to Newcastle. But defensive mistakes need to be cut out before the season starts. The ball is with the Fiorentina goalkeeper. Dodo trying to take on Gordon. Didn't win. Oh, he's given a free kick for that. Oliver. I don't think Michael Oliver likes Anthony Gordon. If I'm perfectly honest, that's never a free kick. Dodo took him on. Gordon got a foot in. Dodo fell over. Free kick. Which they still haven't taken. 43 minutes on the clock. Don't think there'll be much added on time. Almiron was down for a minute, maybe. Maybe we'll get a minute or 2. Long floaty ball, looking for the left winger, which Trippier cuts out nicely. Almiron waiting for the ball to come to him, and it's cut out, and it's 3 against 4 at the back here for Fiorentina. 4 against 4 now. Gordon trying to get back to Bonaventura, but it's gone back to Duncan, and Fiorentina maintain their patient build-ups method, which has been evident throughout the first half. So they see us out of position and they hit us quickly. Oh, that's terrible, the control from that left. The captain, isn't it? On that far side. Terrible control. And now it's our captain, Trippier, with a throw-in. Into Tonali. Trippier into Almiron. Good play this from Newcastle. Now Anderson, he's taken out as a free kick. A bad free kick too. Bad foul back from Duncan. That's 2 he's done now. Anderson's limping as he gets up. Thinks he can win it off target, playing a bit of dangerous pass there to Botman, who comes in the centre and just lays it off, drops it off there to Murphy. Murphy studying his options. In fact, Murphy's going on a run. Murphy's going Brilliant for Murphy, that. Tonali. Wide for Gordon, sorry. Gordon going at this right back Dodo. Got the overlapping target. Gordon's got all the way himself. Gordon! Oh, good save from the keeper. Should have scored, though. He went all the way into the virtually 5 yards from goal. Tried to chip it past the keeper. The keeper stuck a big mitt out and saved it. But brilliant play from Gordon. Just couldn't side with a bit of pace. Got to the corner of the 6-yard box, tried to chip it across, and good save from the keeper, but he should have scored. If he'd have blasted it, he would have. Oh, what's that from Anderson? That's awful. And Fiorentina can hit us on the counter now. 1v1 Trippier against this nippy little left winger. Well, it's the number 7. It's the right winger. Ball inside. It's a great ball. Number 9 over the bar. This all came from the Anderson poor pass. I don't know if he's still feeling the effects of that kick he got a minute ago. Brecalo there. Almon's still rubbing his knee. He was Almon that lost, not Anderson, but got a bit of a grimace on his face. And I think that may be half-time, folks. I don't think I'd take Almon off just this time before half-time, surely. Maybe half-time. It is half-time. Half-time, Newcastle 1, Fiorentina 0. We've rode our luck at times. We'll do some comments. 1,900 in the chat, which is an astonishing amount. Just astonishing. And we'll do some super chats. We've got 2 here. We've got Woofer. Looking good on 65-inch TV, Billy. Excellent commentary as usual. Thanks, Woofer. FS1, thanks for your £10 super chat. Really, really appreciative. And Fahad, 729 Arab Emirates dollars, I think that is. Defense looks very fragile and weird. Good work, bro. Yeah, it's a bit disjointed, isn't it? Not sure about target. I've got to say. Anyway, let's do some comments. Nice to see you don't stop commentary, Bill. Hope we win. Good tests today for the Champions League and Prem. Chrissy, yeah. Vortex. Vincent says Gordon must be a nightmare to defend against. He's so quick, isn't he? He is indeed really quick. Vivendi says Tiger has been shocking. He hasn't been great, I've got to say. He has been good. Call Me Swift says, I'm so glad Gordon's starting to show how good he is. I'm buzzing for that. Yeah, he's very dangerous, isn't he? Vortex says, TTR cannot give out links. UEFA broadcast rights do not allow the match to be shown in the UK. There are ways and means to view it, but we cannot tell you how. You can Google it yourselves if you know. Correct. Indeed. What's the thing with Miggy? Yeah, mate. Yeah, mean. I don't know what you mean now. Are you doing the women's match? And definitely not. Bad enough doing one. Just doing the one game. That's enough for one man. For one day. What sort of comments that? Well, do you know what that comment deserves, do it? I deserves that. See ya, Dick. Ashley's 80s says it's great. We have a great team and young players growing within the squad. Judy J thinks we're going to see the Sal tomorrow. I think you're right too. Sophia's here. Afternoon to you, Sophia. Hope you're well, Sophia. Lots of people in the chat. 1,900. Amazing. Johnson Street says it's still 1-0. It is indeed. Indeed it is. Yeah, who's going to be right? Mankiel play right back tomorrow, I imagine, and probably Burn at left back. I'm going to have a look at this Fiorentina lineup because I don't know if you realised, but I didn't have a clue who half of them were. So Dodo Baragi, Arthur Malenkovic, Duncan. I've not said Gonzalez's name, nor Cabral or Camuzzo, Sarah Fellini. Right, there you go. I won't remember the second half either. Anyway. Glenarvan Armstrong says, I just tuned in, who scored first, Almiron. Good goal too. Brilliant from Isaac. Brilliant from Botman to set the goal up. Yeah, Miggy's limping, which is a bit of a, bit of a blow if he's dangerous. Although we do have Murphy, I suppose we could play Gordon out there if need be. They look similar, but you blame Target when it was Anderson and Anderson when it was Target. Well, I got there in the end. 2 wrongs made a right in that, Keith. Excuse me. Half time, cheers, Billy. Back second half. You mint, but lad. Thanks, Ant. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Great viewing figures, indeed. Sorry, I'm turning the chat off. Too many spoilers. Has there been spoilers? I've not even looked at the chat, I'll be honest. Albert says, good work, Billy. Really enjoying it. Thank you, mate. Andrew says, really good commentary, Billy. Thanks, buddy. Opinions on Alex Murphy, Billy. Very calm, young, assured defender. Going to be a proper baller, this lad. I enjoyed his little venture into the Fiorentina half. Kind of Alan Hansen style, if you're old enough to remember how he used to play, or Glenn Roeder. Venturing forward. Very calm. Not playing, he's a left-footed centre-back, but he's playing on the right-hand side of it. He's playing pretty well. Not worried about him at all, actually. I think he's going to be something special. Lee says, I don't know how many likes there is on this, mate, but hit the thumbs up, guys. 900 watching, less than 500 likes. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, take a second, don't cost you a penny. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. That's free to do so also. Pushes up that league table, if you like. And also, memberships are available too. That's like a paid membership where you hit the join button below the chat and you become a member of the Toon Review community. And Super Chat's also available, where we click the dollar for that and just show your appreciation for what he's hearing, seeing, whatever, if you want. I've got a real bad cold. I don't know why. Must be the unseasonably shit weather, isn't it? Keith says, I think Gordon's going to have a massive season for us. His athleticism is going to destroy some fullbacks. I agree with that. Just buy Alphonso Davies and hope we get the City FFP treatment. You know what? That wouldn't work for us, though, would it? They're just waiting for us to make one slight error, wouldn't they? Andy Cole's lad with the first half hat-trick for Barnsley, by the way. Devante. Great comment. Thanks, Martin. Simon has funny half that. I was just shouting at Miggy, then he goes and scores some of the match. So I agree with that. Yeah, Miggy's done some good things. And some bad things as well. So Callum NFC says apparently Livramento in the crowd. Yes, he's at St James's by all accounts. Nick Thornton, we're so desperate for left back. Target is very poor right now. Yet again in pre-season, not full strength, not playing great, but winning. Yes, you're right there. Great commentary as always, but thanks, Vincent. Ex-DJ floats the handmade angler. Later on, a good first half, decent game too. Gordon is so quick and direct. He's going to be a nightmare. He should have scored though, shouldn't he? Should definitely have scored. Looks like Bainbridge is going to the games tomorrow. Can't wait to go back tomorrow, he says. I've got a stream with no commentary. Weird, but almost makes you feel like that games. Kenzie. Do you think Kenzie could play left back? Yes, he has played left back, hasn't he, pre-season? When did he play left back? Was it? I don't know if it was Villa or Rangers, but he was really good. Really good at it. Really good at it. It would be good to try Gordon up top second half. Maybe that'll happen, Phil. Maybe that'll happen, mate. Great commentary result, normal Billy, so thank you. And it sounded like a good game. The Mags ain't bad, end to end. That looks a little sluggish, like Murphy bringing out defence for that goal. Yeah, he does at times, I've got to say. We've got a super chat from Ian Fleming. Enjoying your commentary, Billy, even if you did insult most guys. 4-2 against Ross County. Ain't great, is it? Ain't great. Dog and Duck Reserves beat them 4-1 today. I'm playing. What's wrong with Miggy? Well, he's holding his knee, but he was holding his... He got a really bad impact. It seemed a bad impact injury earlier in the half. He carried on, scored, looked fresh. But he was limping at the end of it. So whether he'll come out for the second half, we won't know. Kraft is better than Target. Not fit yet, though, says Jurgen Anderson, who's possibly Swedish, I'm going to say. I'm not sure he's better than him at left back. He certainly is at right. Magpie's telling Kenzie to use the Newcastle BBC Radio Newcastle commentary. Don't do that. This is the place to be. Thank you, Lynn. I'm glad you're enjoying it. M. Leader wants a CDM, a left back, a right wing, and a right centre back. Well, I think we'll definitely get a right centre back. I don't think we'll get a CDM. I'm not sure we'll get a right winger, but we shall see. We shall see. Thomas thinks Mankier was injured. If he was, then we may have to play. I don't know. Surely not going to play Trippier twice in 2 days. Probably not. Oh, John Curry says Forza Viola. Don't sound like an Italian name, John, but I hope it's nice over there in Pennywell. Some says Fiorentina have sold 2 or 3 already, and even Amrabat will be away next. Hence, not even the squad. Yeah, and they're still looking a good side, aren't they? Dummett put a good shift in against Bilbao last season, and the Sal's is solid, says Thomas. Yes, he's a Fiorentina legend. Batistuta, what a player. Batistuta is my favourite Serie A team, just like Newcastle. Billy met my day by telling us, 1, your favourite Harry Palmer song, don't know who he is. And 2, did a vocal impression of the guy you Sela Chronicle. Right, let's get back to the game, see if we're back on yet. It's not going to be far away, is it? No, they're still warming up for the second half. So, do a few more comments. Who would we have on the bench? It's all the kids on the bench, mate. So we did see Turner Cook play out there, didn't we? Against Brighton. Young Miley came on the other side. Parkinson come on through the middle. So we shall see. Mickey's replacement can't be Murphy. No disrespect to Murphy, but we need a digital replacement or backup if Mickey is injured. I agree with you, and I don't. It depends on how long the Mickey injury would be for, but I think Murphy did his okay last year. Good for you to have a match time so we can. Well, I don't, but I'll keep shouting it out. Lynn says Billy's the new Motson. Well, thank you. I shall have to get myself a nice sheepskin coat, won't I, when the winter comes. Alan said Tonali looks hungry, loves his pressing. Yeah, he's done 2 or 3 fantastic things first half, hasn't he? Still getting used to the lads now, I think. We're not seeing him at his best yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Ian says, I remember watching Italian football on Sunday mornings on Channel 4. Batistuta, yeah. Go Lazio! That's harsh. That's a harsh thing, Sans Monica. I'm not even going to say it. Sadly, I should like him on Into Knockout years ago. And with his 5 Live commentary and his poetry, but a nonce. So, wanker. Can't like him. Morley in 3 to 4 years. Oh my God, says Jorgen. Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he? John says, first I'm listening to your Matt. Cracking job you're doing. Thank you, John. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe, mate, if you are new to the channel. Brendan watched the other game, but can't get Newcastle game on. Good. Keep up good. Cheers, Brendan. Marcy, how is the match? 1-0 to Newcastle, as it says here. Going along there as we speak. Looks like in the chat, Gordon's been good. He has, and he hasn't. He should have scored. That's for definite. But he hasn't. But he's been very, very, very energetic, and they're scared of him. They're really scared of him. I'm so excited next weekend. Like next season, going to be a great season for us. Troll thinks answers better further forward. Lynn wants Maxi on. Unfortunately not. Billy A says good commentary. Let's see if we're ready to go back in yet. Might be by now. No, still Lots of players on the pitch kicking the ball to each other. Seems to be more Fiorentina ones than Newcastle ones. Although maybe not. They're coming off the pitch now, so the second half isn't going to be far away. At all. We can do a few more comments, can't we? Do a few more comments. Ghost says, just got here. Who scored? Billy Legend. Mickey did, mate. Porsche Street says, Billy, considering they've got no name, you're doing a cracking job. You know what? I'm going to have a very quick look again. Well, they haven't got numbers next to them, so it's waste time even, you know what I mean, looking. But Cabral's a player I should know. He's a good player, Cabral. There you go. Ken's on the class on the left. Good lad. Love the commentary when Billy's on keeper. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. First time watching your channel. Great comment. Thanks, Eric. And hit that subscribe button, mate. Push us up towards 23k. You'll love it here. Great community. And our regular shows in a week, dare I say it, as good as this. So probably better. Really good. When we're watching the game I'm watching it on my computer. Ben Priv, I was just trying to watch the score. Newcastle 1-0. Lots and lots of people here. Geordie Dredd says, should take Miggy off now. Milly's awareness and Molly's awareness and press for his age. So, but I agree. I totally agree with you. Chris says, great commentary. Tight game. It is. I mean, Fiorentina could really have 2 or 3 goals, I've got to say. Anyway, I'm going back into the stream now and see if we're going to be starting the second half anytime soon. It's currently showing the fans and a few flags floating about. But second half is imminent, I think. There are a few empty seats, but of course it's half time and people will be replenishing their stocks and getting drinks and pies and sandwiches and crisps and what have you. A couple of pints and a run out to the trough or what have you, or the loos. But the second half is imminent. Newcastle 1, Fiorentina 0. A great goal from Miggy Almiron, who did get a kick on the knee earlier in the half and did seem to be struggling later on in that half. So whether we see him second half or not, in fact, the players are on the way back to the pitch now, and there is a change. You know, that's Miley. There is a change now. Murphy's 54, isn't he? So maybe not. We'll see. Miggy's the obvious one, but I think I've just seen him come onto the pitch, so seems like he's okay. And if he was bad, they surely wouldn't risk him. The Newcastle team are approaching the pitch. Albon is on the pitch, by the way, not limping, looking comfortable. Rubber the magic sponge and he's fine. Fiorentina have made a change, which is great. No idea who this lad is. Hopefully they'll put it on the screen. This Fiorentina substitute looks like, if you can compare him to who he looks a bit like Wolf Fox, an ex-player of ours many years ago in stature and a little bit in looks. Put his name on the screen, then give it a chance. But he's number 18 anyway, and he's going to come in. He looks a speedy merchant, probably going to play on a wing. Maybe go at Tiger or Trippier. But not a clue who he is. And Hartlepool, after beating Sunderland the other day 5-2, getting beat 3-0 by Barnet. Which is a bit of a come down for them. Is it not? So I'm going to look and have a quick Google and see who the Fiorentina changes are. And maybe it'll tell them on Google. You never know. Second half is about to start, by the way. And there was apparently 2 minutes of injury time. But anyway, Mark Oliver is ready to start the second half. No idea who this substitute is for Fiorentina. I didn't come on the screen. And we were off and running. And Newcastle attacking. Gallagher, excuse me a second, people. It's back with the defence with Botman all the way back to Martin Dubravka. Square he goes to Murphy. Well, it's Botman, Murphy. Has there been a change in defence? I'm not sure, but Newcastle do get the ball clear. It's cut out in the middle of the park by Arthur Mello, who's got it again, centre of the Newcastle half. Bit of pressure there from Anderson. All the way back it goes to Milenkovic, who's going to go all the way back to the keeper. And this substitute, I think, he's on for Dodo. He's a speedy fullback with the look of things, and that's probably obviously to combat the threat of Anthony Gordon, who's been very dangerous first half. In fact, he's had the ball now, back to goal, but he plays it back. Miley plays it all the way back to Target down the line for Gordon, who plays it in behind the fullback, but thinking Elliot Anderson was going to run onto it, didn't do so, and the ball ran out of play for a throw-in. Now, Cafu's just been sent off for Rotherham. Never thought to hear myself say that line. But yeah. So the new fullback's got a long throw on him. He's through that 30 yards. Miley's strengthened off it there. This fullback joined with play, but Gordon's gone back with him to defend nicely. And a nice ball from Target into Anderson. Taking on the defender. Goes inside too. Good strength from Anderson. Good tackle in the end now from the number 4, Mello. And a little elbow into the head of Anderson. But good play from Mello to win the ball back. Good strength from Anderson in the first place. So, and there's a bit of pressure on Duncan, who plays it all the way back to Berengi. And now it's Cabral. I think it could be Gonzalez. 2 minutes of the second half gone, and Fiorentina with the ball on that far side, ball from number 7. I think Cabral's number 7, I'm not certain. Unless Murphy's taken off his undershirt, which is possible, I guess. Yes, I think that's what he's done. That's why he looks different. He had a long sleeve undershirt first half. I think he's taken it off now. Trippier in his customary right back position, little ball for Isak, who tried to head it onto it, Miggy, but the header was misdirected. Pressure on that right back from Anthony Gordon. Didn't quite get there in time. Isak puts a bit of pressure on Brecalo, sorry. I can't think of his name. Terrible. Milenkovic has it now. Back to the fullback he goes. It might be a Coney. The fullback. Jonathan Oconee. I think that might be him. But I'm not certain. Anyway, Newcastle on the attack with Anderson. Isak. Plays it wide for Malmo. He's got an overlapping Trippier. Gives it Trippier in the area. Cuts out cross. Goes. Trippier's crossing is awful. Really bad today, but should have done much better than that. We were through there. Miggy played it to Trippier. First time ball was along the floor, blocked, came back to him, and he just chipped it into the arms of the goalkeeper. Very profligate. But here he is now trying to make amends. Doesn't do so, loses out. And Fiorentina can come away with it. Anderson's putting a bit of pressure on. The number 11 now, running through the centre of the pitch. He's got options either side. Touch was heavy, but no one went towards him. Target's got the number 7, Cabral. Wide to Iconee, if it is Iconee. Trying for a cross. Good calm defending from Trippier at the far post to chest it into the arms of Dubravka. Excuse me. And Newcastle do have the ball with Target in the left-back area. Plays it square for Tonali. First touch wasn't great there, so we have to go back to Dubravka. Dubravka plays it to Oh, they're playing with fire there, but Miley did really well. And here he is again, Miley. Or was it Miggy? Miggy's come really deep and little floaty ball to the far side to Target, who has some space to move into. Trying to play it in behind Icone. He didn't quite do so. Anderson picks up the ricochet. And he comes across the pitch to Trippier. Trippier has Isak outside him. Floaty ball to the far post that Anderson's cut out. Bit of pressure coming in from Tonali. We do win the ball back. Yes, we do. Gordon back to Miley. And now to Target. Target's come inside. Target stroke Anderson, whichever one it is. Trippier now on the right flank. Goes wide to Miggy. No real urgency from Newcastle. And Miggy's trying to play a pass through the fucking leg. Excuse me, that's Caesar language, but that's all from Miggy. Wins it back, though, fantastically well. And he's fouled. Free kick must be. Miggy gets a crack on the back of the head from number 10. Bonaventura, I believe that is. Miggy's pass was awful, but he passed it straight to number 10, but he won it back. And then the number 10 pulled his shirt, pulled him to the ground, gave him a bit of a Randy Orton move. And it's free Newcastle in Kieran Trippier territory or Sandro Tonali territory. Foul from the number 10, I think, is Bonaventura. Wrong side for Trippier, I think. It's a left-footed shot, this. But you never know. Trippier did score from a similar area against Everton season before last, didn't he? Target's there, Trippier's there, and Tonali's there. Target will fancy with his left foot. They could go to the other side of the wall. Tonali's placing it. So maybe Sandro's taking this one. Everyone's got their eyes on Trippier, but I think it's going to be Tonali. He's placed it. Here goes Tonali. Strikes it. He's gone to the far corner. Oh, it's that far wide. Great free kick. Didn't get the greatest cam work on it. They were all watching Trippier. The cameras were. Last minute, Tonali took it and just. We're going to see it on the other side now. How close was this? Oh, that's close. The keeper was worried there. Was really worried. And there's people with hands up in the Gallagate thinking it had gone in, but didn't go in. And it's still 1-0 to Newcastle. Anyway, Newcastle have the ball now with Miley. Now to Almiron. Tonali. Back to Miley. Square to Trippier. Back to Miley. And back to Alex Murphy now. Murphy plays Sven Botman in the centre circle. He goes forward to Anderson. Anderson's got Gordon out wide. Gordon picks it up. Cuts inside his fullback, who did well to defend him there. Good triangle, though. And now Gordon's got space behind, but the ball's over hits. I believe by Anderson, and out for goal kick he goes. And to be fair to the young right back, he'd marshal Gordon pretty well there. Still 1-0 Newcastle. And I'm sure that's Jonathan Icone. But it might not be. Anyway, Duncan's free here, and that's where the ball's going to go. But great anticipation, Miggy to win it. Tries a little trick, gets away with it. Tonali through the middle. Not great ball from Tonali. Give Isak no chance there. Fiorentina can come. Good tackle from Target, but it is for Icone, I think it is. And well cut out from Botman. That's calm as you like, defending from the Dutch maestro there. To cut out the through ball, heading for the number 7, Cabral. Newcastle playing keep ball with the back four with Trippier and Murphy. Down the line it goes. Looking for the win of Anderson this time. He's come to the other side of the pitch. I think there's going to be a free kick to Fiorentina there for foul by Anderson. I don't think Michael Oliver's been great today for us. I wasn't expecting all that by us, but I think he's been a little bit the other way, to be honest. No pleasing me referee-wise, is there? Mello does well to get away from Miley. A good block there from Miggy, though, to stop the ball getting down the line. It's going to be a throw-in to Fiorentina, level with the penalty area on their left-hand side of the defence. 53, nearly 54 minutes gone. Still 1-0 Newcastle. Little flick out of there from Bonaventura was great. And they've got space on the right-hand side. It's Cabral against Target. Gordon's got back to help. Gordon did really well. Duncan's picked it up from deep. Now wide he goes to 10 Bonaventura. Trippier comes out to meet him. Arms behind his back. Joined by Tonali. Cuts inside Bonaventura. Looking for the far post. Good defending from Target, that. just urged the defender out, the attacker out of the way, eased him out of the way in midair, and the cross went out and played for a goal kick. Nice cross from Bonaventure. It's really good defending from that target, I've got to say. Dubravka chips it out to Trippier. Trippier chests it, trying to come inside the defender. A bit of no man's like, oh my God. And Trippier's played it. That could have been an own goal. And Trippier's played it wide of the goal. It's a goal corner. Awful. This is what happens when you have Martin Dubravka in the goal. He doesn't inspire confidence with his feet. The players aren't confident in giving it back to him. And Trippier played it wide of him. And it could have been an own goal, that, an embarrassing one at that. Number 3 is going to take the corner, whoever he may be. Amazing. I think it's Milenkovic taking this corner. In it comes. It's an in-swinger. Might fall for Duncan on the area and blasts it into level 7. 55 on the clock. Dangerous, that. $55-23, and Newcastle can't come away. Sandro Tonali has it in the right-hand area. Back to Miley, into Murphy. He's going to go back to Dubravka. Please don't give Dubravka the ball at his feet. His first touch ain't great, but he gets away with it and plays a nice pass, although I don't think he was aiming there. And all Anderson could do is nod it on. Pressure from Gordon. He's going to keep pressurising the keeper, but they play it around him. Ikone. Long ball looking for Cabral on the far side. It's cut out. Now it's Brekalo. And now it's Mello. Wide down here for number 5, who I believe is Berengi. Duncan plays it down for number 11. Gonzalez. Is it Gonzalez? I think it's Gonzalez. Back to Mello. Now Ikone. And they've gone all the way back. And again, Fiorentina start their patient build-up. Notts County getting a bit of a howking on their first game back in the Football League. They're 5-1 down at Sutton. Not that anyone cares. Ball with Cabral the far side, going against target. Back it goes. A bit space for Ikone to get across. In left-footed cross, headed away. This could go anywhere. Dubravka was on his way out to get that then. It's going to be a corner, I think. It is a corner. I don't know what Dubravka's doing. Dubravka's panicking here. You can see it in him. He was going to run out and try and get that then. Despite Trippier being with the man with the ball. Yeah, he doesn't inspire any confidence at all. Anyway, short corner second. Cross, far post. Over the head of target. Bonaventura. Tonali's won that back brilliantly. Target. Now Isak. First time ball to Tonali would be good. Oh, Isak just rubbish. But he's won it back and he's fouled. And the rest give it the other way. Oh, Oliver. Dear me. Strange. Anyway, the ball is well away from our half here. With Ikone just inside the Fiorentina half. No experience on the bench, of course, for Newcastle today. So, and Miggy's intercepted there. 1-on-1 with the keeper, Miggy. And Miggy goes from distance. And that was ridiculous. He had plenty of time to get further in. And the keeper made a save. He should have gone further towards goal there. Shot from the edge of the area. Good goalkeeping, to be fair. I think Miggy was scared of being caught by the defender, but he shot from distance. Keeper made a good block, and it should have been 2-0 Newcastle, but it wasn't. And now Fiorentina have it in our half. Ball over the top to the number 5 who's come forward. Trippier gets a foot, and it's a weak one. There could be a goal here for Fiorentina. No, it isn't. Far side of the area. Back it goes to Coney, looking for... This is panic station here for Newcastle. Duncan. Mello. We're really defending for our lives here. Little shove in the back doesn't work. It's now with Ikone. Christ, this is end-to-end stuff. Should have been 2-0 the other end, and then it could easily have been 1-0 the other end. Our end. Mello being pressed. Back to the keeper. He's actually a bit of push. No, it's not the keeper. They've got a defender back. Milenkovic. Back to the keeper. He's more confident, kicking it away, and there it goes. Good jump there from Butman to win the ball to Nali. Little touch from Miley. Miley's going to lose that. He does. Naive there from Miley. 3 men around him. All that was late off. Didn't do so. And now Fiorentina can start another attack. Duncan. Now forward there. Back to Duncan. Little 1-2. Good footing from Miley. He's won the ball back. And that's a foul there on Miggy, surely. I think we're going to get a free kick. We should get a free kick for that, surely. But Miggy intercepted brilliantly. In on goal. He didn't even get to the penalty area. He shot from outside the D, tried to curve it around the outside of the keeper. Confident, fine. But he could have gone much closer to the goal, just put it past him, but should have been 2-0. Much more room to run into there, Mickey. Tried to curve it with his left foot into the top corner, but didn't work. Keeper was really good and got his hand out to it, blocked it. Oliver's been very whistle happy this second half. Free kick to Fiorentina and no right back area, which Coney's going to leave to Arthur Mello. Which is taken by the keeper. Long. Botman's up in the air, wins it. Gordon was fouled there for the number 9. And there's no doubt in my mind now that Michael Oliver doesn't like Anthony Gordon. It's played on. Fiorentina play on. Anyway, Duncan has it, centre circle. Spreads it to Milenkovic on his left-hand side. He's gone to a left-back kind of area now. Curvy cross, looking for the head of Brecalo. Going to go over the top of him to the right winger. Now, Ikone. Good head there from Botman. Good head there from Anderson also, but they're still maintaining possession here. And Mello runs around Anderson. Duncan has it. And Fiorentina playing keep ball again. 1800 in the chat, guys. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like what you're seeing, click the thumbs up as well. Take a second to do both. It would be very, very helpful if you could do that, and we'd be very grateful if you'd do that. Fiorentina still playing keep ball in our half mind, albeit. We've set up in 2 banks of 4, well, 4 and a 5 actually, and Isaac in front of them. Be interesting to see how the fitness is today. I mean, Isaac doesn't generally get 90 minutes with a full season behind him, does he? So, be interesting to see. Wouldn't mind seeing young Parkinson again. Look very dangerous against Brighton when he came on. But good jump from Trippier. Wins the ball. Gets it under control. Plays it into Isaac with his back to goal. Turns. Little bit of trickery from Isaac. He's teaming on him and lost out. Trying to win it back. Mello's a very good player, I've got to say. Arthur Mello is a number 6. Been really good. Miggy's trying to foul him there and does do so. Good foul to give that. It was Trippier, in fact. All right, mate. It's a friendly. He stopped you from running. Good professional foul from Trippier there in the centre circle before it got too bad for us. So you could see the danger. If you hadn't have done it, they were through. You knew that. Trippier did brilliantly. Bonaventura, he took out with a little shoulder barge. Wise defending there from Trippier. Anyhow, Fiorentina on the attack. That's a terrible pass, and Miggy picks it up. Trippier's gone in the overlap. Miggy didn't give him a chance there with the pass. Fuck's sake. Ugh. Eddie's barking out order. I don't think Eddie Howe's happy. I don't think Eddie Howe's happy at all. Tonali wins the ball from Duncan. Oliver gives a free kick. Fuck's sake. Ikone on the far side from the free kick, and Fiorentina again with a patient build-up. Bonaventura and Mello between them. Pressure on Mello. I'm not sure why Liverpool weren't playing him last season because he looks a hell of a player. Been really impressed with him. And now Fiorentina on the attack. Love Viola. Ball over the top. Botman's pace like good enough for him. Plays it back to Dubravka, who's pointed Trippier to go the pass, and Trippier does, and Dubravka delivers, and Trippier's tackled, and it'll be a throw into Newcastle United in the right back area. 64.5 minutes gone. Still 26 to go. Still Newcastle 1, Fiorentina 0. We'll be here tomorrow, of course, folks, for the Nice game. Sorry, Villarreal, Nice. So the second half of the weekend's fixtures, I shall be here also commenting on. Newcastle still playing with the ball in our own right back area, throwing. Throwing long throw from Trippier, which ain't great, and Fiorentina pick it up in our half. It's one of them long throws he likes doing, but they were awake to it and they cut it out. And now once again, Fiorentina centre backs have it. Milenkovic. Down here for, I think it's Gonzalez, I'm not certain, but there you go. That's definitely Bonaventura. That first touch wasn't great for Milenkovic and Gord. That's a good ball though. And it's Iconi on the far side, little floaty ball. Trippier has to win this, does win it, luckily. Oh, Almiron could have won that, didn't. Bottled out of it, if I'm honest. Milenkovic with a little floaty cross. Dubravka comes and claims it and bowls it out to Target on the left back position. It's not Target, it's Anderson. Dear me. They do look alike, actually, I've got to say. Tonali has it. Now to Murphy. Murphy inside for Miley. Back to Murphy. I haven't heard Miley's name mentioned. Isak managed to get the ball to Trippier. Cuts inside one. Good play from Trippier. Isak's still down injured, by the way. Now Gordon, who's come inside. Tonali. So fantastic vision to Anderson on the far side. Anderson being matched up by Cabral, and Cabral gets a tackling corner ball to Newcastle. The pass from Tonali was absolutely stunning. No look, outside of the right boot, all the way to the far side of the pitch. The vision was absolutely exemplary. Isak's has got up and he's now going towards the penalty area, which we have a corner, which Trippier's going to take. Would like to see Tonali on these at some point. Murphy's gone forward. Isak's there. See Miley in the box too. It's actually Anderson that took the corner and it's headed away from Fiorentina. Anderson again plays a short one with Gordon. Back to Anderson. Anderson trying to change the angle. Plays it into Gordon. 1-2 with him. Anderson's strength great. Wins it. Going to get a cross in. Took his time. Cross was awful. But now it's Tonali. Tonali, calm as you like, goes backwards. Kieran Trippier. And this is what's good about having someone else taking corners apart from Trippier, is that Trippier's in a defensive position where he can marshal us from there. Botman, wide he goes here to Almiron. Inside then to Miley. Miley leaves it for Almiron. Back then to Tonali in the centre of the park. Marshalling things. Now to Botman. Now Gordon. Gordon inside for Anderson. Anderson plays it back. It's deflected. A bad ball from Anderson. And Fiorentina can come on the counter. There's only two of them, though. Tonali's going to try and win this ball back. Great defending between Tonali and Trippier. And Trippier's down on his haunches. He went in hard down. I think he hurt himself. But Tonali forced him into Trippier. Trippier took the ball off the number 7, who I think is Cabral. But Cabral left a little bit in there on Trippier and he winded him, I think. More subs coming here from Fiorentina. I think Trippier's okay because the video's gone back to the bench. And we're starting the ball again with the goalkeeper from Fiorentina. A long ball looking for the foul there. Oliver didn't give it. Foul on Murphy. He was pulled to the ground. But Murphy ends up with the ball and he's lost the ball in the middle of the park. And he needs to get back into his defensive position quickly, which he has done. Botman's come across to cover him and he'll go into Botman's position, which is good. Still Fiorentina on the attack there with Bonaventura to Mello. Wide to Ikone. Target goes to meet him. Anderson might get a foot and doesn't. Bonaventura, Mello, and Bonaventura playing keep ball. Down this bottom end here. Good foot in there from Anderson to win the ball back. Now Miley. Bottom to the Trippier. Inside then for Murphy. Murphy plays it square for Botman. Little bit of pressure. Botman steps inside one. Plays to Miley. Little give and go there for Miley. Brilliantly. Target down the line to Gordon. Great first touch from Gordon. And even better one there for Miggy to set Isak on his route. Isak being a breaking goes round at number 5. Great play from he's doing what he did against Everton, or trying to do. Nearly worked again also, but brilliant from Isak. Didn't quite get the crossing like he did against Everton, though. But he made 2 plays look very stupid there, Isak. Brilliant bit of play. Murphy's made a good foul there. It might be Botman. The number 9's down holding his shin. It was Botman, in fact. Good foul to give that from Sven. And they're making changes. 7's coming off. Any chance of seeing who these players are coming on? Looks like one of them plays the Ivory Coast. He has an orange, white and green sweatband on, wristband. No clue. They're not showing any captions, so no clue. No clues coming off, no clues going on. But it's not important. 71 minutes gone, folks. Still 1-0 Newcastle. Fiorentina are trying to win this game. They're making attacking substitutions. Breklow's off. Sabiri's on. There we go. So Breklow's number 11. And there's 2 of them come on. And Gonzalez is off and Kouame is on. So 7 was Gonzalez. Kouame is his replacement. I've been calling the 7 Cabral for the first half, but never mind. the 71 minutes he's been on, actually. Miley, the arm one, well played. Over the target. On the left flank. Now to Gordon, going against Ikone. Gordon tempting him in, comes all the way across goal, plays it back to Tonali. Tonali square for Miley. Miley back to Tonali. This time it wasn't, no, he didn't get the ball away. Floated down past to Trippier on his right flank. No one in front of him, everyone's to his right. To his left, sorry. Murphy. Got a bit of space to move into. Then goes back to Tonali. Tonali square to Trippier. Good ball that. Anderson goes to the return. He's pulled to the ground now. That's a foul, referee. Come on. Anyone ever hear again say, we wish to have Michael Oliver? He's fucking dreadful. Oh, I tried to do a 1-2 there, but it might work out. The linesman flags for foul there. There's no advantage there, so he should come back and does do. Foul on Malmon. And Molly did a bit of trickery there to try and get in the box. Nearly worked too. Because this kid's got some confidence and he's got some talent to go with it. Mad Dog and Eddie Howe having a bit of a chat. .73 on the clock. Free kick to Newcastle. Which Kieran Trippier will take. It'll be a bog standard right-footed whip into the box. I guarantee. Can he clear the wall? Is the question. Going towards the Gallagate, he's not even tried. He's gone for Tonali, who goes for the cross, and that's hit the first defender. And target goes all the way back to Martin Dubravka, who's 10 yards outside the penalty area. Dubravka goes long. Could there be an offside trap here? We're looking for Trippier. He gets there too. 2 players going for the same ball. Ball in for Trippier. Can he get the ball across goal for Gordon? Puts puts it over the bar when he should have scored. Leaning back, bad technique from Gordon. Great cross from Trippier. Gordon's centre of the goals, got to score. Leaning back, puts it straight into the roof of the Gala gate. Yeah, not good. Should have scored. Should be 2-0. Yeah, should have scored that. Should have scored that. Pressure coming in on the Fiorentina defence here now. A little bit of pressure. Newcastle emptying the tank here and I've won the ball back deep in their half two. Anderson won back though by the substitute Kwame. Anderson goes on the press and it's a hurried clearance from the goalkeeper straight into touch. Oh, it's not gone into touch. It's gone to Ikone, excuse me. Foot race here between Botman, who does really well, and clears it as safety as you like. It was Alex Murphy, in fact, covering for Botman. Brilliant from the young Irish centre half there. He's looked very good today. This kid's not far away from the first team squad, I've got to say. 75 on the clock. Still 1-0 Newcastle. Still no changes from Newcastle. Lots of changes from Fiorentina. Long throw. Wood in the air then from Botman. Murphy picks up the ball. We'll play it square to Trippier. Trippier studying his options. Plays it for Tonali. Back to Trippier. Then square to Murphy. Murphy has it. He goes square to Botman. Ball in for Isak on the halfway line. Good turn from Isak. Isak running towards goal now. As Almon almost put it in behind the defender for Almon to win on two. Isak gets stronger as the game goes on, which is good to see, I've got to say. Pressure on Mello, but he's been fantastic, young Mello. Not young, is he? But it's been an experience watching him. I've got to say, he's been really good. Gordon wins the ball back. Little lay-in for Anderson. Can't take it into control. He's trying to win the ball back and does do so. Brilliant from Anderson. Great tenacity there. Still going Anderson. Eventually loses out. Now Tonali steps in. Wanted the free kick. Anderson didn't get one from Michael Over. Of course he fucking didn't. Miley plays it wide for Almiron. Little flick back for Trippier with his left foot. Almiron into Tonali. Doesn't get a throw in off the number 8. Botman has it. Got to be careful here. Kawame's got pace. You can see that. Plays it back to Dubravka. Now to Target. Target comes back to Botman. Well played that between the two defenders. Target now can approach and pass the halfway line, in fact. Wants a run from Gordon. Doesn't get one. He's got Tonali square and that's where he goes. It's behind him, in fact, Tonali. Now square to Miley. These two have looked good together at times today. Trippier. Good ball that for Anderson. Takes it on in control and Tonali from distance. Blocked. Now Miley. Oh, he shoved off the ball quite easily there. Didn't have time to take the ball down and play it where he wanted to. Back with the keeper. A bit of pressure from Miggy. 77.5 minutes virtually. Good jump from Target into Botman. Now Gordon. Bad ball from Gordon. Left Tonali once in there. And now Fiorentina can come on a break. 15 has it. I can't remember what his name is. He's on this right-hand side, left-hand side. Comes inside, square to Bonaventura. Now Duncan. Wide then to Kawame. He's got the overlap of Ikone if he wants. Goes to Mello instead. Duncan square. This is all happening 20 yards outside the Newcastle penalty area. Milenkovic. Back inside then for Duncan. Square misses out Mello this time and goes to the centre half. Berengi. Then square to Mello into Duncan. Maintaining the possession here for Fiorentina, trying to create a gap in the defence. Inside the area it goes. Great tackle from Murphy. Wins the ball back, wins it to Trippier. Trippier's going to clear that terrible clearance from Trippier. Straight into the feet of Duncan now. Mello gets a bit of a ball behind him. Pressured from Tonali, Mello. He's been really good, Mello. He's been the best player of the park for me. That's the worst pass I've seen in history from Bonaventura. That's straight out of play. Releases the pressure. And it'll be a throw into Newcastle United in the left-back area. 78.5 minutes. Tell a lie. Matt Target will take the throw in. Got to be some tired legs now from Newcastle. No substitutes made. And in fact, there's about to be some substitutes. I think because the referee stopped play for some reason, unless Fiorentina are making more changes. Camera's not showing us. Any chance? It's a Fiorentina change, I believe. It is indeed. It might be Arthur Mello coming off. And I hope it is, because we have made a change now, by the way. It's Marty's gone off. And Parkinson's come on. Big lad Parkinson. Don't know how we're going to play this now. Anderson, I think's moving deeper, looks like, and Parkinson's gone ahead of him. Looks like. So Lewis Miley off, Ben Parkinson on. They're not showing us the Fiorentina substitute. It is Arthur Mello that's gone off, and it's Amatucci. Has come on. Anderson gets a kick in the back, and we get a free kick. 80 minutes on the clock, still 1-0 Newcastle. Botman into Anderson. Now square to target Isak. Well, there's been a system change here. Parker's gone through the middle. Isak's gone on the left-hand side. Isak's gone past the defender. Brilliant from Isak. Isak approaching the penalty area. Loops off the defender for a corner. Great play from Isak. He's gone wide left here, Isak. Parkinson through the middle, I think. Gordon in the 8 and Anderson deeper back, further back. Brilliant play from Alexander Isak there on the left-hand side. Yeah, that's how we've gone. Trippier's gone out to set this corner, by the way. So Parkinson through the middle. Gordon in the 8. Am I seeing that right? Tonali and Anderson together, it looks like. In swinging corner, look for Newcastle. Head finds one. Isak's in! It's in! It's Alexander Isak with a header. Alexander Isak with a header. 2-0 Newcastle. In swinging corner from Trippier works. Great little flick header from Alexander Isak. And we have 2-0 Newcastle United. Time to change the banner. 2-0 to Newcastle United. That should be game, set, match. Alexander Isak, great little flick header that was. Really was. Eddie Howe looks happy now. Graham Jones has joined him on the bench. Isak, he's just gone out to left wing. And as soon as he goes out there, he gets a little flick header for his goal for the day. Good header. Great finishing. 2-0 Newcastle. Goal at the Gallagher end. 82 minutes. He's Alexander Isak. And that should be it for the game. Header from Botman anyway. It's with Duncan, who's going to play the full game by the look of things. Gordon's definitely come into an 8. A left-hand 8. A right-hand 8, I should say. Anderson left-hand 8. Isak left wing, Parkinson through the middle. That's how it is. And Tonali in the 6. Although, as I say that, Tonali just put a bit of pressure trying to win a ball back. Cabal's gone off. And the bloke I've been saying has been on for the whole of the half. he's just come on, Tony. Anyway, they want to attack Fiorentina. Can they get a goal back? Trying to make a game of this? Looking for a shot. Inside it goes then to the 14s. Block there from Tonali. Tonali then gets the ball back. Should have played it wide. Didn't try to float it over the top for Anderson, who give up on that pretty easy. Good footing there from target. Tonali fouled there. Brilliant play from Tonali. Foul there from Mikone. He's just come on the pitch. Sandro Tonali, brilliant there in the 6. Very mature play there. Didn't really get touched a lot. Murphy down to Trippier. Into Gordon. Gordon cuts inside. Plays to Dubravka. That's really calm and cool play from Gordon in defensively. Target to Isak on the left flank, who's come back to help him. Back to Target. Good play from Isak. Target to Dubravka. Oh, God, he's shit so like that. And that's why, because he's given the ball away on the edge of our own area. Ball to Gordon wasn't great, and Fiorentina nipping and win it back. There's 85 on the clock. Still, it's Newcastle 2, Fiorentina 0. Fiorentina play all the way back to the defenders and all the way back to the keeper. Bit of pressure coming on from Parkinson. He's fresh, so he should be. Fiorentina do come and they are trying to hit us now with a bit of pace. Gordon's coming back to help out. Great little foot in there, but didn't quite go to where he wanted to. Good follow-on run though from Milenkovic. Gets in behind Trippier. Good ball inside the area. We're in a bit of trouble here. Good tackle. Good tackle, Anderson. Don't fuck around there, though. Excuse my language. Anderson is brilliantly. And in the end, Newcastle get a throw in. Great play from Anderson in defence. Superb. Absolutely outstanding. Murphy has it. So it's Botman out to Isak. Isak just goes past that defender as if he isn't even there. Ball in the back for Parkinson is fouled. Free kick to Newcastle. Would have been a yellow card in a normal game. But it will be a free kick on the left-hand corner of the area. 86.5 minutes gone. Brilliant from Isak. Since he's gone out to that left wing, he's looked absolutely outstanding. Strange, this is what happened at Ibrox as well, isn't it? He got kicked. Was it Ibrox? Or was it in America? Where he got kicked? His Milenkovic's been booked for that, actually. Quite rightly too. Parkinson he brought down. But to spur him into action, they put him out on the left for 10 minutes, and then it wasn't Rangers, was it? Was it the Chelsea game? I think it was the Chelsea game, wasn't it? Pushed him out left, and then they kind of pushed him just to spur him into a bit of action. Miggy's going off now, by the way. Score the first goal. Lasted 87 minutes. The St James Park crowd stand to him. Been a mixed bag, but it's a pre-season fan. Isak's also going off. The two goal scorers, deservedly so. The two goal scorers getting a standing ovation from the hordes at St James's Park. The loving, adoring fans there. Who's coming on? Jamie Moyd, I think, is one. Probably going to go to the left. Turner Cook probably to the right. Trippier and Target over this free kick. Murphy, Botman, Parkinson, all there ready. They're all big men. Cross comes in, misses them all. And Sandro Tonali is the furthest back for Newcastle. And he picks up in our own half. We're going to play a square ball, is he? He does do indeed to Sven Botman. It was Matt Target, in fact. Now it's Botman. Murphy. Target wide then to Jamie Miley. I think when he's coming also, he's down the left-hand side. So a couple of changes have been made. But of course, the broadcasts aren't showing us that. Newcastle keeping the ball nice. Ender when he's on for Almiron. They're showing it now. Isak's off for Jay Turner Cook. Dubravka played a nice little pass there. What a turn that is from Anderson. Brilliant. Motoring through the half, Anderson here. Got a pass on if he wants. It goes wide here for Turner Cook. Turner Cook. Ball into the area. It's not a great. Gordon! Just over the top, just over the bar. Wasn't a bad ball for Turner Cook after all. It was dummied. And Gordon again lifting over the bar. Needs to learn to shoot leaning forward, for heaven's sake. But I thought he got a deflection that time. But brilliant from Anderson. Turner Cook. It wasn't Anderson. Yeah, it was Anderson. He went in the overlap. little over dummy there from, was it Parkinson? Left Gordon in with a shot. Again, leaning back and over the bar it went. Bit of lean forward coaching, I think, for Anthony Gordon shooting. So Jamie Modd hasn't come on. Gordon's won the ball back in that 8 position. Will get a throw in, I think he does do. We're in the final minute. In fact, we're in the final seconds, folks. I don't think there's much injury time. The 90 minutes are indeed up. But that's the end of the game. No injury time, no nothing. No one down second half. Few substitutions. But a satisfactory win for Newcastle United. 2-0. Oh, right. That's why you didn't see them. Somehow the wrong banner got put up. Where's the banners gone? Have I deleted all the banners? No way. Oh, no, of course I haven't done the wrong thing. Unbelievable. That's why Ryan was messaging me. Not going to stay too long. It's 2-0 Newcastle against Fiorentina. A great performance at times. 2 good goals. We've got a £10 super chat from George. He says, George T, just switched on, looks like over for 2 goals. Thanks, George. As always, appreciated. He always donates £5 per goal. Much appreciated there, buddy. Thanks very much. Not going to stick around too much. Well, I'm going to follow what Ricky D's saying, because obviously, unless it's been blocked already. I don't know Ricky D. Who does Ricky D support? I'm not sure. Anyway, lots of people saying thanks. Brilliant. Anderson, man of the match is Magpie. It's 2-0 win. Nearly 1,000 likes. That's fantastic. 1740 in the chat. But yeah, 2-0. Join me tomorrow. Julie wants a daisy dance. Okay, you can have a daisy dance. You can have a daisy dance. Should we go new? Let's go Newfangled. We're going to have a bit. Here's Daisy. There's Daisy there skirting around the Italian mountains on a bike. And if that's what you got. Vortex says, top quality as always, buddy. Sorry, you do, mate. Seriously, no, we appreciate that, mate. The link warning. No problem at all. That's brilliant, mate. Really do appreciate that. A lot of people saying thanks. No problem. Thank you for all of you. Like Bob said, like to move man of the match. Contender there, Bob. Yeah, you're quite right. Had a superb game. 2-0. Moody Cyrus. Yeah, people were asking for Daisy. Do we have cow emojis? That's the question. We're all the way to the bottom. Just see the cow emojis. Yeah, there they go. Cow emojis. We love them with the cow emojis. And if we win tomorrow, I'll give you the old fangled one. Man of the match for me, Baz Down Under asks. I think Alex Murphy's a fair shout, you know. I really do. I don't think he put a foot wrong all game. So, yeah, Alex Murphy. Absolutely. So, yeah, I think I agree with Bob. Daniil says Dave's got the moves. Moves. There you go, though. 2-0 to Newcastle. That's the end of the show. Yeah, shout out for Vortex and Julie. She's quite right. Was 2-0 deserved? Possibly not. But we had other chances too. Anthony Gordon was a bit profligate in front of goal, I have to say. And they could have scored a few more. They could have scored a few. Although Dubravka didn't have a save to make. So, take that as you want. Gordon says who scored the second goal. Isaac, mate. Flick header from a corner, from a Trippier corner. And Adam says, can't believe Gordon didn't score at least once. Great performance. So, indeed. So before you go, leave a thumb up on the way out, please. We've had lots of you watching today, over 2,000 at times. Leave us a like on the way out. Should be 2,000 likes, really. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. Give us a subscription. It always helps us. We're going for 23,000 now. And that's the way it is today. Newcastle 2, Fiorentina 0. Join me tomorrow. I think it's a little bit of a later kick-off tomorrow, where we play Villarreal, however you want to pronounce it. So if we can win tomorrow, we'll win the Sela Cup and have a bit of a trophy lift tomorrow, which will be great. So thanks for all your new people. Thanks for our regular customers and chatters and community. Love you all. Thanks to the mods in the background. I saw Rach there. I saw Ryan there messaging me because I put the wrong bloody banner up. Oh, dear me. There you go. Have a great afternoon. Away the lads and lasses. And I shall see you tomorrow for part 2 of the weekend. Away lads and lasses. Love you all. See you tomorrow.
Come back and check out some green.